YouTube's happening. It is Tuesday, February, what, 17th? It is 17th. And we're talking college basketball today. That's all we have going on. We don't have NBA. We don't have NHL back yet. So we have 30, count them, college hoops games. You can see them all right there. We're going to roll through these bad boys, see if there's anything of value to look at. Yesterday, everything was close. So we had two wins between Howard whooped ass and Iowa State with they covered with a hook. And then on the other side, we had Morgan State with an epic comeback. Everyone I know had +4 or better. I got 3.5 because I did the video super early, so I got stuck with that number. Guess how much they lost by? They lost by 4. So, hey, as long as everybody else wins, cool. I lost that one. And then RGV won by 5. So both of those are very close. And then the unders weren't, they're about 10 points off. So what can you do? So 2 and 4 overall in the day. I guess 2 and 5. You want to count the money line. Whatever. You're gonna have days like that, but everything was close. That was the main thing. Everything was pretty close. That's the goal. Sometimes you just got the ball bounces a weird way sometimes. So that's fine. We move on. Weird days like that happen. So we have 30 games. Why live in the past? We got all these beautiful new games to look at with some great teams playing and beautiful, man, so many good games today. So let's stop wasting time. Let's get to the first game right now. Okay, we're going to jump into the sheets right here. Remember, if you want these sheets you see like this, you got to go to Better Sheets right there. You can get everything you see for every single game that I do. It's right there. Simple. So to the sheets, let's go ahead and break these bad boys down. You see we have 30-ish games, so we're going to roll through all these bad boys. So let's stop wasting time. First one's going to be Gardner-Webb and Charleston Southern at 6 p.m. Eastern time. We got 2 games at 6 p.m., huh? Wow, a little bit early start. Okay. So Gardner-Webb has lost 5 in a row. You see the numbers. It is leaning Charleston Southern at home by 17.5. I mean, it makes sense. They have some clear-cut advantages, but Gardner-Webb has some offense. They can score inside and they have advantages inside scoring. So I don't know if I mean, Charleston Southern's lost 4 or 5. Why are they such a damn huge favorite? I get it, but I know Gardner was 3 and 24. I see that. I'm not blind, but damn, they're actually making shots here. Look at that. Look at the shots they're making. And you can see who they did it against. I mean, they're not that bad lately. I mean, their defense is trash. We see that. So lots of points, high pace. Our things saying it passed because our total is 160, but sometimes I mean, it's right in the middle. There's no cushion at all. So I can see a potential over here if we want to take this. So, but I mean, Charleston might lock him down. I will, to me personally, I would lean the over, even though it says pass. I would lean over, but 160 feels a little high, so I'm going to move on. Boston College and Florida State. Boston College has literally almost no advantages. Florida State has a few. You see the Florida State defense looks pretty nasty versus the BC offense, and then the Florida State offense should have a nice advantage over the BC defense, and that's why it's leaning FSU by 12.5 with a 5.3. It's leaning the under as well with a 6.5. Don't love that. Why? Our cushion's 4.5. If anything, do we trust Florida State by? I think I might trust Florida State by 12.5. I do like the numbers. Defense should shut down Boston College. Offense should have no problem scoring, and they're better on the fundamentals. I'll take Florida State at home. We're going to go FSU at home, minus 12.5. I think I can rock with that. So let's keep it going. And, oh, a good game we have, I see. The newly crowned #1 team in all the land, Michigan, is now, with their 10-game winning streak on the road at number 7 Purdue. Ain't that how it usually works? Freshly crowned #1 on the road. We'll see what you can do. So clearly Purdue has no advantage. It's still the number 7 team. It's still damn Purdue. Let's be real. They're still pretty good overall. Power rating wise, Michigan's third because they're the third highest in all these ratings. They've been crushing. They're good luck making a 3 on Michigan. They're #1 in the country at 22%. Good luck. Yeah. Only thing that really brings them down is their opponent free throws. Their opponents make their free throws. Hey, just don't put them on the line. You're good to go. So you can't really stop that, I guess, but it's still a stat on there. So offensive wise, there's no real advantage. I mean, yeah, they have a 49 v 187. That's a Michigan lean for sure, but Michigan's on the road. Purdue's a loud, crazy place to play. So you gotta bring these stats down just a little bit of a scotch, just a little bit. So I cannot take a side on this. I see it as leaning Michigan. The confidence is 5. I wouldn't touch this damn game. Over, under, no clue. If you play it, hey, good luck. I don't know who's going to win. If anything, I'd probably take Purdue because who the hell knows? But no, I don't have to play it because remember, sometimes the best play is no play. So, yes, moving on. Villanova and Xavier. It is leaning Villanova 4.5. It is leaning the over with a 5.8. Huh. Over. We got a high and a mid. We got 2 trash, 2 good. Offense versus defense. We do have an offensive here, but not enough really things for us to take the over. Villanova 4.5. I could see it. That's a big advantage with the offense for Villanova. And then defensively, they're all kind of washed out over here. So Villanova 4.5 on the road at Xavier, who was 13 and 12. You know what? I think I will trust Villanova. I'm gonna trust them. So, um, Villanova. I mean, I know it's a special type of game, but still, I mean, I see that is some terrible 2-point defense for Xavier. So give me Villanova minus 4.5. Oh, if I could type minus 4.5 would help. And let's move on to the next one. Northern Illinois and Buffalo. Mm, it's a pass for a reason. You see nothing looks good on the screen. Nothing at all. Central Michigan, Eastern Michigan. Number one 3-point offense is going to be Central Michigan. Did you know that? Now you know. Wow. Um, yeah. It's leaning over with a 5 confidence, but nothing on the, let's see. I can see it's Central Michigan. Wait, what? What? Cent- what? It's passing. It doesn't like Central Michigan 4.5 plus. It doesn't like that at all. But Eastern Michigan's lost 8 in a row. Why are they favored when they've lost 8 in a row? That's the question that can make you go, I see the numbers. This leans Central Michigan, this leans Central Michigan, that leans Central Michigan. Central Michigan is 8 and 17. They're both not good. Let's be real. But they're actually making shots right now. They're doing good right now. They're doing average. I'm gonna roll the dice on this one. I don't know. I see the numbers. I'm like, that makes sense to me. Does it make sense to you? Maybe I'm overlooking something. So I'm gonna take Central Michigan plus 4.5. So CMU minus that's gonna be plus them. No, that's gonna be plus 4.5. I'll take that one. I will roll the dice on that bad boy. If it misses, I misses, whatever. I'm taking it. So you know what? I need a little bit more coffee right now. Okay, I think we're doing good. We got 3 plays to 6 games. So a couple of them like, I'm already arguing with the sheet. Even though the sheet is supposed to be what I think. I want to argue with something, so I'm gonna argue, damn it. South Kakalaki in Florida. Well, clearly 23.5. Come on, guys. That is a huge ass line. I mean, we saw South Carolina at Bama last game, and we saw they covered. I took Bama 17. They lost by like 14, I think it was. There it is right there, 89-75. So yeah, they lost by 14. You can see what they've been up to. Oh, Florida's defense is nasty. I mean, nasty. Bama's defense is not good. We know this because they're the team that likes to run, offense focused. Florida's like, no, we're good defensively and offensively. That's why we're defending national champions. We're that good. So bruh. I don't know how South Carolina keeps us within 30. But I can't take 23. Can you really take 23 and sit there and go, yeah? South Carolina is literally in the bottom 10 when it comes to ratings because they've been so bad. Florida is number one power rating because you add these numbers up, boom. Again, what are you going to do about putting a free throw? And everybody has it though, so it works out. So this sounds crazy. I'm going to take Florida with ass. I'm gonna say Florida. I'm gonna go Florida. I'm gonna take UF. I'm gonna take them by 23.5. I know it sounds ridiculous, but damn it. Show me how South Carolina keeps us close. If Florida plays their normal game, South Carolina should lose by like 20 by itself. Now you take South Carolina road, give me Florida by 23.5. I'll trust it. Thanks. North Carolina versus NC State. Little in-state battle. We got Wolfpack 5.5 with a confidence 5, but over a 5.5. Let's see, offense versus defense looks pretty much a wash. Defense versus offense looks pretty much of a wash, except for that offense versus that defense. NC State, if they want to hit threes, they should do all right. But that's about all I see. That's all I see. They have everything else is a wash. Nothing in this one looks good. No. St. Louis and Rhode Island. Okay. St. Louis has won 18 games in a row. They're 24-1. St. Louis is good. We know this, obviously, no question. Who was St. Louis's one loss? I can't remember now. I have to go take a little peek ski over here at the screen. Who did they lose to? They lost to Stanford by 1 point. Bruh, you were literally 1 point away from being 25-0, and you lost at home to Stanford by 1 point. That is crazy. Well, man. Of course, have you played anybody stronger than Stanford at all? Not really. No, your schedule is probably the same level as Miami of Ohio. That's why you're ranked 18th, and Miami of Ohio is right there with you. So, um, defensively, you're better than Rhode Island. Statistically, offensively, you're better than Rhode Island. That's why it's 11.5. But them on the Rhode Island's only 14-11. They're not the best. Come back. Um, you can find me in St. Louis. I'm gonna take it. 11.5. Let's roll with it. I ain't scared. I ain't never scared. East. Louisville SMU is next. Let's see. Louisville offense looks amazing. SMU's defense does not look amazing at all. They look the opposite. Their offense looks good. Why is the confidence level Louisville play? You want me to play Louisville on the road at SMU? Really? It is that much of a difference, huh? Yeah, their average here, which kind of negates this almost. And then this is all the same, but this is such a big discrepancy. 4v3 18, my God. And they're 28th at getting points in the paint. So they're going to be really focusing on points in the paint against a team who can't stop the two and gives up points in the paint. That makes a lot of sense. Louisville it is. I have so many plays already. Why do I have so many plays? I don't like this. This is suspicious. Suspicious, I say. 4.5, huh? I'll take 4.5. Greatness. Moving on. Miami of Ohio, the undefeated team versus UMass. Watch this be a game UMass messes around and wins the game outright. It's only 3.5 for a reason. They are better than UMass. You see the stats. You see UMass's offense, though. A shooter can always stay in the game. As long as you got a shooter's chance, a puncher's chance, you're going to be good. And they're going to give up points in the paint, which is, or points, yeah, points in the paint. And yeah, that ain't good. Ooh, I can see why the over is 5.5. Both have high tempo. Offense has an advantage. Offense has an advantage. 161 feels kind of high, though. The range has been, there's no cushion at all. I'm going to leave this one alone. I lean the over, if anything, but I wouldn't touch the side. I have no clue. No clue. TCU versus UCF is going to be a pass. You see just absolute garbage on both sides of the court. The loser in this one is the eyeballs. They have to watch this trash. Next, Kent State versus Bowling Green. Look at all the stars. Wow. Let's see. This is leaning BG. It's leaning the under. Well, it's play the under with a 9 confidence with 11.5 cushion. What the hell? What the damn hell? 11.5, huh? Okay, so defense galore is going to shut down Kent State's offense. Clearly, we see that, right? And then we come over here, BG's offense is going to get shut down by Kent State. Not as much, but still shut down enough to where they're going to struggle. And then we have they don't pass the ball. They both rebound great, but they both have blocks and steals green. Pace is average. I guess we're going to go under 151.5. I'm down. Sure thing, boss. Under 151.5. You got me on that one. I'm done. Let's go with that. Under 151.5 with a confidence of 9. Sure, I'm down. Ball State in Ohio. Ohio 9.5 to 5.6. Really? Ball State cannot score. They forgot what offense is. What offense in this economy? Shit. Look, that's all defense. They give up threes though. Ooh, this game's trash. I don't know who I would even take in this one. That's what I would take. Next, Akron and Western Michigan. Akron continuing to bust parlays all, look at that, just continuing, won't stop. 13.5 for them on the road. I think not. You lost your damn mind. I don't give a damn how bad Western Michigan is. They just beat EMU. They beat Eastern Michigan by 14 on the road. No. We're getting that weird time of year where teams start knowing they're eliminated, so they stop caring and also start playing better. Why? I don't know. And then you realize, why did we play this whole year? Why didn't you? Your coach sucks probably. So, hey, George Washington has a 1 star and assist. VCU has 3 stars and everything else. So this is a pass, but it leans it under with a 6.8. Why would I take it under when I have a high tempo over here? I do have a 7.1 cushion, which is great. I see that. But defense is good. Offense is not bad. They're pretty decent themselves. And then their defense versus that offense, I don't see why this is under. I don't see it at all. No, pass. VT versus Miami. Let me do this. Okay, halfway through, we got Virginia Tech, Miami now. It's leaning Miami 8.5 at home with a 6.5. Unders 150.5. Currently, I just updated the odds, obviously, before I started this, so it better still be 150. That's why I'm not looking over here, because I just refreshed them, so I should know. If they change by a point by the time I lock them in, there, so be it. What can you do? So, looking at this, I see why it leads Miami. VT's offense is not good. They have 4 star advantages when it comes to rebounds and offensive 2-point scoring. Yeah, 66 v 341. That's a clear cut offensive lean. Supporting stats do not favor Virginia Tech at all. And this is in Miami, and it's only 8.5. I'm gonna take Miami. I'm gonna have a lot of plays today. I hope you're ready for that. I can already tell it's gonna be one of them days. A lot of plays out on the table. It makes up for the last couple of days of kind of just but we got some good games today. This is a damn good day of college basketball. This is a damn good day of college basketball. Just slide up the rest. I already got 8 plays. And I got some good, these are some good games to watch. I am excited for tonight. So, see, if it was this exciting every night, people would be like, yeah, college basketball is awesome. But then you get days like last night where you have 1 or 2 games. You can't count the first one because Duke just bent Syracuse over a barrel and showed in the 50 states. No. Then you had the game, which was a great game. So, I don't know. Moving on. UCLA and Michigan State. Let's be real. Let's be honest here. Michigan State 8.5 with 5.9. Over 139 with a 9.3. You smoking crack. That's a high number. That's a lot of confidence out there. You saying it with your chest. Okay, let's see what. Over. Let's see. We have an 18.3 cushion. Hold up now. Yeah, see, I see something like this. I instantly got to check my stats because yesterday we were seeing 24-point spreads, and that was because there was a 0-0 somehow in the stats. There wasn't no 0-0s in there anymore. So now, here, Oh, I'm gonna pop over this real quick. Let me just do a little investigation real quick on screen. I got to check one thing real quick. We're gonna come over to my box scores. We're gonna change this bad boy from Iowa State. We're gonna go Michigan, Michigan State. I got to check the box scores. The box scores say I don't see anything with some zeros in there. No, they're all there. So, interesting. All right, we're gonna roll with it. Okay, great. Yeah, look at the last games. It was 86 to 50. Was it 86-56 in your last game? Really? Was it really that? You lost that bad? Really? It was Michigan, right? I see that is Michigan, right? Um, damn. Some of these. Ooh, no, 80. Well, well, yeah. Yeah, the range is 157 to 154. The range is based on the average. That's all right. Why is the total 130? The total can't be 139, can it? It can't be. Hold up. UCLA. It is 139. Why? Why? I don't know, but we're going to be taking that over already. Thank you. If my numbers are right, I'm taking the over. Sorry. I don't know what they see. Some maybe hit a 3, maybe one of them hit a 4, or maybe number 5. Either way, hopefully it's wrong because I don't see. I mean, all these numbers are right. I know they're right. I verified them yesterday. I went through every single column and meticulously checked the formulas on every single line to make sure they're right, and they are right. So, 139.5, huh? 9.3. Sign me up. I am down. Um, Sometimes the cushion is too big to ignore, and then you get like average pace. You get, yeah, no, how though? I'm taking it. I'm taking it. If it was if a cushion was like 4, it'd be a pass all day. But we get a cushion this big. I see the defenses have the advantages, but sometimes the line is just so. Mm, I get it. Makes sense. Next, Wisconsin, Ohio State. Pass for a reason. Wisconsin's good at everything but hitting twos. They can hit threes all day. But Ohio State's average around the board. That's a wash. This is kind of a wash. Yeah, makes sense. No. Fresno and Wyoming. Wyoming is just out there. They have no advantages. They can't stop nobody outside inside. That's good for Fresno. This is all just trash. That's all trash. I see why it leans Fresno plus 8.5. What are we doing? What are these lines today? Um, huh? I can get Fresno. Is it really Fresno plus 8.5? Why? Why? It is plus 8.5. What are we doing? This is a weird day. I'm taking Fresno. Sorry. It already leads Fresno. It's 5.7. It's like, why is what? Yeah, give me Fresno plus 8.5. Wyoming's not good at basketball. We know this. Look at the numbers. They're not that good at anything, but yet they're an 8-point favorite. No, no, that doesn't make any sense. Give me that. All right, we're gonna get some weird plays today. Southeast Missouri State versus UT Martin is a pass. I can see why that makes sense. Great job. Nebraska ball versus Iowa. Hmm. Leans the over and leans Iowa 1.5. Okay, Iowa can't do shit defensively, clearly, but that's not much there. They can score on that. That's an advantage for Iowa. I see why it's Iowa. It makes sense now. Ooh, I kind of want to take Iowa, and Iowa don't turn the ball over. 5.4. That's pretty good. I'm down. Let's go Iowa. Sorry, Nebraska ball. I'm taking Iowa at home minus the unranked team at home is minus 1.5 versus the number 9 team. You know how many people are going to bet number 9 Nebraska today just because it's Nebraska number 9? Yeah. Statistically, that's a wash almost. It leans Nebraska a little bit, but I don't trust 3-point shooting teams on the road. I just don't trust that. At home, sure. If you ever hoop, it's hard on the road to hit your shots because them clear ass backboards, them things behind you make it hard. So with an offense here, I can see why the over is favored, but then that slow ass Iowa pace is not good. So I'm gonna take Iowa. Fun. Baylor and K State. You know what? Let me sip on some cold brew real quick. All right, handful of games left. We got Baylor, K State now. It is showing a pass, but leans the under barely. Not with a 78 pace. I'm not going to do that. We have a 3-point cushion. That's not enough for me. So this is going to be a pass all day. Air Force in New Mexico. Air Force is 3-22. They are not good at the sport of basketball. New Mexico is. That's why they're 28.5. They are a 4-touchdown favorite. What the? Wow. That is crazy. I know we like to fade Air Force around here because they're just not that good, but bruh, that is a lot of points. I don't care for anybody. It's a lot of points. Michigan, New Mexico has not beat a team. Let's see, 6-1. They lost by 1. They lost by 20. They won by 10. They won by 27. Okay, maybe there's a chance they hit this, but hey, good luck if you play that one. Hell no. Georgia and Kentucky. One of the members said Georgia's best players, or one of the best players, has been out. He might be back today. The line's bouncing around plus 7.5 for Georgia. Maybe a thing. I don't know. I don't know injuries that much because you can't trust college injury reports. They're not official like and pros. So mm, Georgia defense, you see how they've been bad. Georgia offense, they can hit twos, but Kentucky will wipe that out real quick. Other than that, leans Kentucky, and Kentucky's at home. It makes sense, but yeah, if I had to pick a side, I'm taking Kentucky. Yeah, I'm taking Kentucky. Yeah, we're going heavy on plays today. We're going UK 7.5. Sorry. I'm taking UK. Sorry. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Really. Kentucky. Line it up. LSU and Texas. Well, first thing I see is Texas 11.5 to 7.1. That's intriguing. Why? Well, clearly Texas offense versus LSU defense is leaning Texas all damn day. Defensively, it's their average, but they still clearly will be better than LSU's offense, who is not that good right now. So yeah, Texas is the way to go, but is 11 the right answer? Because I see some of the supporting stats. I'm like, oh, I see so at 7.1. I see that. It makes sense. I'm gonna take it because LSU lost to Arkansas by 30. That's a lot of damn points. So LSU's having issues. Give me Texas. Texas by 11.5. We'll take that. Anybody else? Nevada, San Jose is leaning over barely. Nothing stands out. Look at all these colors. Nothing stands out in that game. Grand Canyon, San Diego State. Pass for a reason. Both offenses good. Both paces are good. No cushion, and the range is huge. So no, we're not taking it over under there. Minnesota and Oregon. Damn, Oregon won a game. Oregon beat Penn State. Okay, Oregon beat the other team that can't win games. All right, man. Y'all ready for football season, ain't you? I know you are. So Minnesota's offense is clearly better than Oregon, but do we trust we can get Minnesota plus 4.5? Well, everything else, let's say that, okay, that leans Oregon's offense. This game's trash. No, no. Texas Tech, Arizona State is leaning Texas Tech 8.5 on the road with a 151 towards the under. I don't want to take an under this one. I see, yeah, defense, sure, but slight advantages, and then all the paces down here. I don't really like this. Yeah. Now I get it. Texas Tech just beat Arizona at Arizona. Sure. Big damn deal. Amazing. Great job. Um, yeah, beautiful. But let me go over here. And that last game was right there. Yeah. I mean, you don't play Iowa State till 28, so that's not really a look ahead. You got help games for that. So it's something about you just beat the number one team at home on the road. Now you got to play another game on the road at Arizona State. Watch Arizona State cover them or hell outright win. You never know. I'm gonna leave it alone. We're gonna leave. Just not even worry about it, right? Exactly. Let's be smart here. So we're done. Done. Data. That's it. So back to the schedule. We got the stuff. Remember, if you want these sheets that you saw for every sport, better sheets, go sign up right there. Simple as that. That's the pro tier. Pro tier or higher. It takes about 10, 15 minutes. Boom, you get a welcome email. Follow the instructions. Simple. If you just want to join the chat, that's the core chat. Just go core. You can join the chat, chat it up. Right now, they're talking soccer. I think, let me check what they're talking about. Yeah, they're talking about some Euro soccer right now and stuff. So come join us. It's all there. Outside of that, hey, let's look at tomorrow. Tomorrow's already Wednesday because today's Tuesday. Weird. Holiday weeks are weird. So Wednesday, you see the plays, you see all the games. We got a good amount of games. Good amount of games to talk about. So NBA is not back yet, I don't think, right? Let me check. NBA, it comes back Thursday. So yeah. So tomorrow will be just a college hoops day. Appreciate you being here. Drop a like, subscribe, let me know what you're playing. Agree, disagree, whatever. Hey, as long as you're here, I'm cool. So that's it. We're done. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.